Have you ever stopped to consider the power of a question? Not just any question, but the kind that challenges assumptions, pierces through biases, and propels us into a realm of deeper understanding. Welcome to the universe of critical thinking. Critical thinking isn't just a buzzword. It's a multifaceted skill that we use, often without realizing it, in every aspect of our lives. It's the ability to analyze information objectively, to make reasoned judgments, and it's what separates a simple opinion from a well-informed one. A critical thinker doesn't merely accept information at face value, instead they dissect it, evaluating its credibility, considering its source and context. They question its logic and consistency, and they always look for evidence to support it. What makes critical thinking so powerful, you might ask? It's the fact that it equips us with the ability to understand the world around us better, to make better decisions, to solve problems more effectively, and to communicate more persuasively. So how does one become a critical thinker? There's no magic formula, but certain skills and attitudes can help. Firstly, a critical thinker needs to be curious. They need to have a thirst for understanding, a desire to dig beneath the surface. Secondly, they need to have an open mind. This means being willing to consider different viewpoints, even those that contradict our own. It means being ready to change our minds when faced with compelling evidence. Thirdly, a critical thinker needs to have a healthy dose of skepticism. This doesn't mean being cynical or distrusting, but rather questioning the validity of information and not accepting it blindly. Lastly, a critical thinker needs to be a good listener. They need to be able to hear different perspectives, to understand them, and to incorporate them into their own analysis. In a nutshell, critical thinking is about asking the right questions, being open to new ideas, questioning assumptions, and making informed decisions. It's about seeing beyond the obvious, challenging the status quo, and understanding the world in a richer, more nuanced way. To sum it up, critical thinking is a vital skill in our lives. It helps us make sense of the world, make better decisions, solve problems more effectively, and communicate more persuasively. It's about being curious, open-minded, skeptical, and a good listener. It's about asking the right questions and seeking answers that are supported by evidence. So the next time you're faced with a piece of information, don't just accept it. Analyze it, question it, consider its source and evidence. Remember, critical thinking isn't just about finding answers. It's about asking the right questions. And that, dear listeners, is the true power of critical thinking.